Hey, this is Sky. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm in the office Saturday afternoon, taking care of business, paying bills, mind, body, and soul. This is how we get through. Hope you guys are grinding forward. Let's talk about manhood. Manhood isn't something that you just realize, that you grow into, and you just somehow develop it. You don't just evolve into a man. It doesn't happen naturally. If you were never taught how to be a man, you may not have the qualities of manhood, because it's not something that you just figure out on your own. That's not how it works. So let's talk about some manhood. There's no such thing as toxic masculinity. That's not a thing. It doesn't exist. And then you can point to certain guys that you don't like and the message that they talk about, so you don't like those guys and their message. But there's no such thing as toxic masculinity. That's a statement created by feminists who don't like men, who are angry at men, that wanted to create a classification of men that they could pick on, that they could safely pick on. Well, I'm here to tell you that there is no such thing. It doesn't exist. It's a made-up word. The manosphere. There's no such place. It's not a place. It doesn't exist. There is no group of people in it. I don't care if you're talking about Andrew Tate or Jordan Peterson, two of the people on the list when I Googled the manosphere. There's no such thing. It's all just bullshit created by little weaklings to bash men. Bash men that they don't like. So get over that crap. Rule number one with being a man is spirituality comes first. There's a hierarchy of man. It goes God, man, woman, child. Your spiritual relationship with God comes first, before everything. Before your work, before your wife, before your dog, before your buddies, before anyone. That's first. The second thing is character matters. You have to build character. Consciously work on being a good person. Being a stand-up guy. Being loyal and caring. To come through when you say you will. To be there for others. To be kind and honest. To be aware of these qualities and to practice them intentionally. This isn't an accident. You didn't just get lucky and say, oh, I had such good parents and this is how I ended up such a good person. No, you try. It's like straining a muscle. You're trying all the time. Despite the thoughts of murder. And you know you could, and you know you want to, and maybe you could get away with it, but you still resist because you're a man of character. And that's about maturity. Another aspect of manhood, which I think is important, is to not care, or should I say it in a different way, to not worry. I think that's a better way to put it. To not worry about what other people think of your program and how you're living your life and how you're getting down. Don't worry what others think about how you raise your son or about how you do your daily discipline. They may not understand it, but who cares? A real man will get it and respect you for how you live your life. When you start paying conscious attention to living in a manly way, you'll find others along the path doing the same thing. And it'll be kind of fun because you'll be like, oh, I do that too. Another aspect of manhood, which I probably should have started with because it is up there, that, and I said it in the beginning, that you don't just become a man on your own. You don't just wake up one day at 36 or at 42 and say, I'm a man now. So you may have to find a mentor. This took me so long to understand. I found mentors in the streets. I was mentored by several, or a handful, a couple different gang bosses mob bosses. Took me under their wing at various stages during my progression, and I ran with them full time. They taught me the ropes. They spit game to me. Sometimes it was fun, sometimes it sucked. And I was successful in the streets. Why are you still alive, Sky? Why aren't you doing 107 years like your homeboy Butch is over in ADX? Why aren't you there in the cell next door? Because I was mentored by some real good cats that taught me how to survive in that world. Taught me the rules. And when other guys were making mistakes, I had been over this stuff. I'd been tested on this stuff. So you may need to find a mentor in life. You want to be successful in business and in love and in family and all these areas of manhood, you may need to find somebody that you can ask questions to, that can spit game to you, that can lace you up. So be open to finding a mentor. Another aspect of manhood is to take initiative and to be a go-getter. Take that leap, even if you're afraid. Even if you know it's going to be uncomfortable. Oh, the water's going to be cold. You jump in anyway. That's what a man does. You may need to find a community or build a community. And anyone out there who thinks that they can just be completely on their own, be an island unto themselves, is still a child, at least in some ways. There's something you're running from. Manhood builds communities. Communities of warriors. We go to war with our brothers next to us. We build with our brothers next to us. We're all going to build a house. Do you ever see the Amish build a house? That's a pretty fun experience to see. Those Amish are freaks, man. Oh, I can tell you stories about the Amish. In Reading, Pennsylvania, I just know a little bit about that world. The Mennonites are weird too. But you may need to find yourself a little community. A community of warriors that are all on the same path as you, walking in the same direction as you, with the same idea in mind of being good, righteous men. And the final thing that at least successful men understand, and maybe not all men really understand this, and this is tied into finding your community, but I mean, it's a little separate. You want to start building connections. A successful man, a leader, is going to know a lot of people, and he's going to have a guy for that. You need something fixed? I got a guy for that. You need someone's legs broke? I got a guy for that. You need your AC handled? I got a guy for that, right here on this channel. Start building your connections, where you can see over where I'm pointing in the corner of the video here. That's my Rolodex. I've been building that Rolodex for 25 years. That's full of business cards of people that I've met in conversations all over this country. I'd call anybody on that Rolodex and be like, yo, this is Sky. What's happening? And they'll be like, what can I do for you, Sky? And there we go. I can have shit done. I got a guy for that. So get yourself a little Rolodex, even if it's just on your phone. Have some connections. Food for thought. Anybody want to talk about this topic even further, you can contact me. I do coaching and mentoring. Thanks for watching.